All right, here we go. No, no, I'm live elsewhere too. Seems like there's some good items down here. I just had to wade through all of the chaos. How did that even target me? All right, how do I do magic again? There we go. Although I guess since I explored a lot, I can just kind of run like straight through the gauntlet here. Or get murked. Yeah, well, he can go get his own nibble. He can go get bite somewhere else. Oh, Christ. Mistakes were made, mistakes were made. They're coming out of the walls, man! Okay, well, there we go. It seemed like more of a struggle the first time. Oh, hi! Hey, hello, Siuni. Hope you've been well. Welcome back, thank you. Feels good to be back. Yeah, it's good to see you too. Yeah, I've been pretty well. I had like some mild complaints about like European showers being a little awkward for me because I'm very clumsy. But the food and everything else was incredible. It was a life-changing experience, and getting serenaded by an opera singer on my birthday was like 10 out of 10. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you don't know Siuni, he is another Firekeepy's pal. Does a lot of JRPGs, just all around good vibes over there. No, thank you. You're that's very sweet of you. It was good for me too, just to not to you know, not to be cliche, but just to get out and touch grass a little bit. I was with a tour group, and some of those folks now I've been traveling with off and on for like a decade. We might go like a couple years without seeing one another, but we're able to pick it back up like no time has passed, and I think that's awesome. Made some new friends on it. My Italian sucks, but I gave it an attempt. And, like, you know, the people were just like very, very nice. The thing that like made me laugh every time was just like the Dale Cooper thumbs up was so universal. And I was like, all right, when in doubt, give a thumbs up. Fortnite. help me. Did you say RefereeClark when he got back on the plane? And I said ciao ciao. When we got there, like, I think it was a group of... We had a few groups of students on the plane. So they all clapped when the plane landed. I'm like, I think these kids are doing this ironically, but I laughed. One night when I was going to sleep, there was karaoke going on at, like, oh god damn it, somewhere nearby. And I was trying to figure out what they were singing until they got to the chorus. They were doing "I Will Walk 500 Miles" in Italian. And so then, like, I started yelling out the "da da da's" out of the window. I don't know if they could hear me, but it's fun to think maybe they did. It also made me wonder if it translated to 500 miles or if it was like, I will walk 650 kilometers. Do 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 do. Half of the fun in and around, like, Venice and Florence was just getting lost. Like, I stumbled down a side street. Or no, I was trying to find the one of the toilets. And it led me down this long path, and I passed by like a Michelin star restaurant. Unfortunately, it was closed because we visited during, like, right before lunch, but we made an offer you could not refuse. No horse heads in my bed. No requesting favors from someone on their daughter's wedding day. No shenanigans like that. I was trying to think of other Godfather references. Actually, the first two were on the flight, and I think, like, the third one wasn't good anyways. Alright. Just run past the big jars. Yeah, honestly, yeah, that's where they'd get you. Having to pay €1 for the toilet, or buying a bottle of water or a cappuccino. Which, like, thank you to everyone that responded for me asking for coffee maker suggestions. I think I'm gonna go with the one you mentioned, Luna. This seems like the most versatile. I know, like, one IRL friend suggested a percolator, and I've heard that's a good option, but I'm like then I gotta, like, grind beans up, and I wanted something, like, real newbie friendly. Yeah, I was like, all right, Luna definitely understands the assignment, like, something with, like, Less maintenance, the better. So, like, one of my old roommates had a Mr. Coffee, and he would just kind of leave the burner running, like, continually, even when he was down to, like, maybe a teaspoon of coffee, so the kitchen always smelled kind of like stale coffee. So I was like, not that option. Can I climb up here and hope all the bubbles get him? Yeah. So I'm like, I don't want to go big just as I'm starting to dip my toes into it. Although, like, yeah, and one of my brief jobs for a bit was being a barista. Barista for like a pretty small shop. So yeah, I started out just about every morning there with a shot of espresso and my cappuccino. Yeah, we weren't. I wasn't a Starbucks barista. I was just like a smaller shop. And then they ended up switching locations, and the new location didn't do so well. So that ended my time there. It was like one of those joints where it was good for the lunch rush from all the nearby tenants. But then beyond that, it would just be like nothing. Yeah, it was very chill. It was like a great way to learn how to, barista. I think my only memory of it was my parents used to be really obnoxious about just being in the neighborhood, and then they dropped by once while I was on a smoke break at work, and at the time they didn't know I smoked, so that was really awkward. Hey, it's cousin Leslie. If I was wanting to be a dream customer service job, it'd be a tea seller. Yeah, those shops always smell good. I'm like, I should get into tea more for my overall health and also for my voice. Oh, how's it going? I was lurking the stream last night as I was getting back into it. It seemed like you're having fun though. Hey, what's up, Herbert? Also got the YouTube stream up. Yeah. That was just like an awkward error where like my parents lived like an hour away from me, but they would just like constantly be, we're just in the neighborhood, and they would stop by unannounced. Until one day, they tried pulling that right when I had someone over. Yeah, they showed up unannounced, and so like one day I just said fucking open the door, and it was, it's pretty obvious that we were post act, hair all messed up, I was just in my boxers and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, can you guys like give me notice the next time? What are you playing? I am playing some eldenring right now. Hey, we got an MNSU coming through. Ooh, Legend of Mana. Welcome in, Raiders. I'm gonna jump over and do my welcome in. Yeah, for anyone coming into the stream for the first time. Hey, it's a fruity. Hell yeah. It's going good. I'm back from Italy, and I'm just kind of getting back in the swing, yapping a lot. Yeah, fruity hype. For folks that don't know me, my name's Clark. I'm a variety streamer. I do a mix of like JRPGs, scary games, retro, soulsborne. Got a couple of my favorite games over to the right, and a couple of fun facts down below. Sometimes when raiders come in, I'll summon a cat, but they are currently zooming around the place. How's Legend of Mana though? That one's been on my radar. And we gotta do some jumpies here. Oh, okay, it's lowering. I bet I gotta jump before it lowers too far. Oh, you've got an orange? Yeah, let's go. I've got an orange, and I've got a calico tabby. I've never gotten to play through the mana games. Like, I've collected a few, but they've been in the eternal backlog. So I've seen people like enjoying it, so maybe that'll be my entry point. Oh, dude, no. Yeah, it's like I started up a YouTube channel just for JRPGs. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna focus on Final Fantasy. Just kidding. I'm gonna also like juggle 2 other series. Yep. Like, as I just got back and I pulled up something, I'm like, oh, Steam is having yet another sale. Also, folks coming in, if you need to do any post-stream stuff, like grab a snack, hydrate, or, just unwind after the stream, by all means. Calls around here are anonymous. I'm sort of doing like a belated birthday stream / like follow-a-thon. Yeah, Italy would be a wonderful. It was so good. Like the food, the people, the sights. I mentioned earlier, half of the fun was just like going down random side streets and finding like a hidden gem of a restaurant or like a cool shop. On my way to find one of the best sandwich places, like I saw it pop up on my radar from like TikTok and Instagram. We saw like a metal bar and like a lot of other like cool shops. It was good, and like just like the history of everything was like breathtaking. It's being like, oh yeah, here's some like original. Oh, hi, did I summon you? Speak of orange, this guy's lying. He seems very confused. Like, how did I get in this situation? He's very floofy. Okay. He's like, all right. You made me say my piece. I'm good. Yeah, the older architecture, and yeah, when we were walking all over, he's like, yep, I'm done. When we were walking all over Pompeii, I posted like one of them to Blue Sky of just like some of the cats I found. I could have did a bingo card of like coats and color variants, and probably would have gotten at least one bingo. And they were all like well fed and friendly. Like there's this gray guy that I came across when I was going to a restaurant. Like naturally, I gotta talk to the cats. So I says like, you know, hello, are you a cat? And he meows at me and headbutts me, and I'm like, oh, I'm about to adopt you and bring you home. Yep, talking to the locals. Oh, Christ almighty! Okay, run away. When in doubt, run away. Yeah, like there's this one cat with a coat I hadn't seen before. It was like combination like tortoiseshell, like tabby. And then there's like this small like fuzzy void on one of the Venice Islands. A lot of good cats, and also shop dogs. It was like Pompeii was like pretty cat heavy, and then Sorrento had like all the different dogs. I noticed there weren't too many large breeds, and I didn't see like too many like corgis. I would see Shibas, like terriers, poodles, all the different types of like bulldogs. Oh, good. We're at a boss. I don't know, kind of boss, but they're gonna get bubbled. Oh, okay, just a curse. I couldn't bubble in time. Alright, we got him down to health. Oh, we got him down to health. I had a lurk now. So nice chat. Have a great stream. Yeah, thank you so much for sending your community on by. Have a good lurk, and thank you for thinking of me. Get him down to half. Let's see how this run goes. Okay, nope. I just need an opening to, like, summon the bubble squad. Okay, that was, like, right out of, like a Street Fighter move. I don't know what that does, but I don't like it. Come on, one bonk. Okay, not gonna get greedy. Oh, that was evil. I think we got him this time, though. Maybe? No, not at all. Maybe my solution here is to get more jelly beans. Get a bunch of Starburst jelly beans. Are those a thing? Like, they have to be, because there's like pickle soda and other concoctions. Honestly, depending on like the timing, I don't think those would be bad. Pickle roulette, so it's like you get regular or do they get increasingly like pickly flavored? Like you pick the 5th tier and it feels like you're... See, that would be pleasant. Especially on like a hot day. That would be quite nice. Come on, Mimic tier. Do your... Yeah, you keep doing that. Maybe I need to not equip that. Alrighty. Hi, Ghost. It's good to be back. How are you? Welcome in, Zamie. Hope you're doing good. To expect weak I want to go home and then Edge? Ayo. Let's give a big shouty outy to Ghost, one of the fruity leaders. I'm good, but super sleepy today. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Ooh, you're doing some rebirth too. That's why I'm like. So I'm like, I can lurk your streams, but I won't spoil these because you're just a bit ahead of me. I've been slowly going through that on my my secondary YouTube channel. The tomorrow yet? Not quite. We still got a little bit of today. I gotta add a command to that, but that's my plug for my JRPG stuff. You're pretty slow at rebirth too. You know, nothing wrong with that though. You gotta savor it. I just got past like when you're on the ship. So I think it's a Costa del Sol. I think part of it is just like I'm not ready to cry on stream and get heartbroken by whatever events happen. Yeah, that was fun. That was. I think like that game also does a really good job with the mini games. And so I'm like, ooh, I gotta do this. Ooh, I gotta do that. And I end up doing all of those before I progress more of the story. But yeah, I hope you've been well. Honestly, I'm a little tired too, just because why are there so many naked men? I thought I took out all the naked men. Like I said, to clarify, I'm normally, like, you know, naked men cool, but naked men that are trying to attack me with their blade, not so much. When did I get back home? Let's see. I got back Sunday because I lucked out and got on a standby flight. It was like pretty much like right after they called all the boarding groups. They're like, "Oh yeah, we've got a spot for you." It's like mid flight, I screwed up, and I thought I switched to an earlier flight that day, and ended up accidentally picking one the next day. So I'm like, oh no, like I would have had to scramble to stay with some Chicago friends. My return flight was pretty bad, and so I think the customer service lady, she was a saint. She took she took great pity on me because I was going through it, and pulled some strings to get me situated. Kind of, but not really. It's strange because I'll wake up at like I'll wake up at like about like 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. Central, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's not right, because that would have been like 7 hours ahead there. So we would kind of start the day at like 5 or 6 a.m. to like get a breakfast and then get ready to hit whatever sites we were gonna hit early, which turned out to be pretty good. Like, it was during the off season, going early, like the crowds weren't bad. Yes, I am. I'm still thinking about the sandwiches from Florence. Let me pull up a menu. Let me drop the menu for y'all. I was just mentioning earlier too that they've got locations now in Vegas, LA, and New York. So I'm like, all right, next LA or next Vegas trip, I'm doing this up. The one I'm specifically like, I'm just dreaming about it. Wake up, take a bite out of my pillow type thing. It was one of like porchetta, smoked provolone, potato cream, and then some other goodies. And it was on like a fresh focaccia bread. So it was like the right amount of crisp, but it didn't feel like my jaw was gonna get sore after chewing on the sandwich. The bit became like real. Demand they come to Minnesota. I'll see if I can DM them on Instagram. It's like, honestly, we do have the Mall of America. That would, if there's a place to put it, that would be it. I was trying to be pretty adventurous with like the food I ate. It's like I had like some sort of prepared liver one night, cuttlefish and black ink with polenta for another meal. Yeah, hey, buongiorno, Elio. Buongiorno, ciao, ciao. Yes, we are cousins now. Tomorrow you'll be at the MOA. Oh, hell yeah. I forget, did Guy Fieri's restaurant open up yet? Yeah, the cuttlefish, I'll be honest, it didn't look that great plated. And it looked, it concerned me when it came out, because I was like, oh no, like it was it looked rough, but the taste of it was, oh my god, it was on another level. I don't know. I'm looking up. Oh, yeah, there is there's one in Thailand that's poisonous. Otherwise, they're fine. The blowfish are the ones that are you want to be careful of. There's that. I ended up doing a giant T-bone steak. Otherwise, I was trying to look for the street sandwich called like a lampredetto, which is it's like tripe. If you're familiar with that, or it's like one of the stomachs of the cow prepared a certain way with like either like a nice red sauce or a spicy green. But I was too full after eating like a ginormous steak and soup. And so much gelato. Our guide told us like the rule of thumb was like most of the really good gelato places are ones where they're served in the metal buckets versus like being out on display. But both of them are good. They had a lot of interesting flavors. I preferred like tart or sour, so I would do like lemon, limon, some sort of like sparkling champagne. It was good. Definitely took a look at myself in the mirror. I'm like, oh, your boy's gonna be having to hit the gym now for a bit. So I was like, I don't know the next time I'm gonna be here, so I may as well live it up. With like wine, beer, food. Stumbled into one place where their special of the day was like an entire steamed lobster of spaghetti. So I was like, hell yeah. And then once they served it to me plated, I'm like, wait a minute, I've never eaten a whole lobster before. I don't know which are the edible parts besides the tail. And, you know, like cracking the claws. Yeah, it was very good. I was just like laughing my ass off the whole time because I had to politely ask the chef to help me out. But I learned, you know, I learned a few Italian phrases to get by, and when in doubt, I could switch to Spanish and get things sorted. Yeah, honestly, all of my meals, like, we didn't have any duds. I know some of the travelers, like, our guide pointed out, like, one restaurant, like, you should go to this one and not the one across the street. They went to the one across the street, and, like, they mentioned, like, the food was good, but the service was just, like, absolute ass. Like, I'll accept a degree of, like, sure, you gotta, you know, flag down someone for the check, or if you want to refill. You know, like, that's just, like, the regular part of it, but, like, apparently at that restaurant, they were just, like, outright being assholes to the travelers. I've never taken down one of these guys, so I'm curious if the bubbles will work. Let's see if Bubble Buddy can get some hits in. Hi, Ligaya. How are you, friend? The sandwich was up there. Cause like we had a couple other sandwiches everywhere else, and it didn't hold up the same. But I had like a really nice. I had a really nice. Yeah, what was it? Cacio e pepe, like cheese and pepper in Rome. That was good. Carbonara pizza was great, which like if you're in and around the Midwest like myself, it was like a better breakfast pizza. You're doing fine, hell yeah. I'm just, playing with my horn, trying to get through some more Elden Ring. As you do. Yeah, let's see, like spaghetti with clams was good. One of my friends ordered like the seafood soup and she kept giving me extra mussels. Like those are good. This bruschetta we had that with like very fresh mozzarella and tomato and stuff was great. I was like, they take their food serious. I felt like any of the complaints on Reddit were just like, people that hadn't traveled much or knew much, etiquette. Yeah, for food, those were my top picks. I found like I would argue it's at least like my favorite flavor of Monster. I don't know if it's the best, but my favorite flavor of Monster is over there now. It's like a nice little moan. By the way, can we give a shout out for Lagaya? Another longtime pal, another JRPG aficionado. If you couldn't gather that from Legend Lagaya. I started up a JRPG channel and I've been bouncing my way through Wise 8. I think that's how you pronounce it. I could be off. And Eiden Chronicles. Which Eiden is a time. I'm enjoying that. It's a great spiritual successor to the Suikoden series. You're playing through some Dragon Quest VII? Nice. One friend popped in and was like, hey, if you like the Wise series, you'll like the Trail series. I'm like, brother, I would love to make my way through the Trail series, but the backlog is so real. And that's the same deal Dragon Quest. So I like when I see pals playing through some of those series, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get some work done and lurk through stream and just kind of experience the game through them. So it'll be a while before I get a chance to. There's gotta be like doctors don't want you to know this one hack to like take this guy down. I don't think I'll get anything other than the satisfaction that I toppled this guy. Oh, can I just like piss on this guy? He's like all fire. No dice. Yeah, it's good to be back. It was a great mental health reset. It's like prior to I'm like, I'm kind of crashing out, and I feel like I'm just like fixating on the negative instead of focusing more on the wins. I think, touching grass and getting a chance to be like IRL social just helped a lot. And also just like, you know, being forced to unplug from my phone. So our days were structured, so it was just like so much like go go go. Like some of our trips, like we would have enough time to, you know, get out and hit the bars, get into some shenanigans. But this one was like, bus call was typically at like 6 or 7. We'd get back to our hotel like, you know, 10 or so. So I was like, okay, yeah. By the time I like shower, unwind, like I'm pooped. You know, maybe a decade ago, I would have been all about like, all right, you know, whatever. I'll be hungover and on 2 hours of sleep on the bus. You know, let's rock. But these days, I'm like, nope, I like sleep. I don't know if this was the correct way up, but I did it. Oh, we got turtles! Is this Turtle Pope's house? Yoo-hoo, Turtle Pope! No, it's just regular turtles, like, hanging out. Okay. Dang, we're... I am surprised that message was actually a nice one. We are already on to another ad break. Soon here. Contraption does not move. I think this is a safe spot to be able to like relax and do the ad break. Well, once again, you know, thank you everyone for popping in. You know, even just say like a quick like, hey, you know, good that you're back. It means a lot. And if you're, you know, lurking, appreciate for it. Blah, words are hard. Appreciate you for that. We're gonna do another ad break. Another ad break. Appreciate you sticking through those. We got oh god, what the no! Ah, suck it, nerd. No sack for you. Oh, that motherfucker just took my nut sack. Seriously, for the love of God! All of these people are on like a walking pile of tetanus. And their first instinct isn't to grab shoes or socks. It's just, yeah, I'm gonna go investigate that thing. Free my balls! Oh, what? God damn it. Sounds fleshy. Oh, hello there! Well, his cheeks are clapping. He's got some chub rub. My man does not have gold bond. It sounds like sound. Wait, ah! God damn it, dear. Ah! Ah, you... Alright, so it's gonna be this kind of game, huh? I'd rather just take a break to clap Mr. Krabs than go through the sick bay.
It's cargo doors, so these ones you just gotta throw a grenade in.
Thanks.
Oh, God.
Clark?
I wanted to see if I could jump in the hole.
Well, you can.
Oh, yeah, I'm deep in the Nestussy.
We got
The huh?
Yeah, the Nestussy. Worst aim ever. Are these the explodey guys?
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Do you have time to talk about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?
know, but
Hey,
I
don't run
kinda
from
don't
the
wanna find
Lord!
out.
Ah!
I'm still good. Nope, never mind. No, I'm not. They're giving away free feet pics. Look at that, just blatant feet right there. Oh, treasure goblin! I'm a treasure goblin! Get over here, you little guy. Come on, treasure goblin. We are brothers.
Brothers got a hug.
No, don't leave. I know I'm gonna put my face up against one of these doors. What's that?
What was that?
The force group's like harder, daddy. Where's the button? Where's the button? Ah! Here's our friend Mr. Samurai. He's gonna teach us about the world.
And pronounce you,
Dumbass. I'm guessing some other people are running for that too. They're like, yo, I'm trying to get down that. Yep, I see him. Yeah, let's go! Did we just do like a beam off?
What did he say?
Gringo, there you go, bud. That's a real thing. Oh, yeah. What is that thing in my ass? What? Oh! What? Where did I get those oranges from? I have so many questions. This man is really like, I'm gonna carry around some oranges so I can jam them into my opponent's mouth. My necrotic shroom. I think you need to see a doctor if you got a necrotic shroom. Might be an ointment or something for that. Smoke skippers, okay.
Not that one, hug.
Wait a minute. Is that his dick? Oh, it is. Why? Why?
Yeah, look at that. A fishy feast for the eyes. Benji, well, I could learn a thing or two.
No. That game was so good. All right, I'm back. Just gotta make sure I hit the back button too on the YouTube side. And I should look at this quest line, see what I actually need to be doing. Welcome back. Oh, hi Nixie. I'm scared to ever play that game. It's hilarious. I've laughed so hard that like I've gone lightheaded, which I think is like a top tier compliment for a game. Thank you for that shouty outy for Bar in the Yard. Bar in the Yard's a just an all around awesome person y'all need to know. But just know, going into his stream, he's a very strong no goofs policy. Very anti-goof over there. You know, just so you're aware. He even had his old pal, the Crypt Keeper, declare it. Yeah, no goofs allowed. Yeah, it's good to be back. It was good to take a break to, you know, clear my head a little bit. I think as we all go on this, you know, adventure of content creation, it can be easy to get burnt out, or see your friends having success and get a little like bummed out about that. Not necessarily that they're having success, because it's like, fuck yeah, you love to see people succeed. But like for me, I was like, okay, like things have been on the downshift. Is that a reflection of my content? Is it just not resonating with people? So I always look at it as a me issue. Oh my! Oh my fucking god! All right, that's a pin. I did. Christ almighty. I was joking earlier that I was with a tour group, and some of them have now been friends bordering on like a decade, just from our travels. And it's a pretty wide age range. Like I'm one of the younger ones of the tour group. We have a lot of folks like 60, 70, 80 plus in the group too. And I'll be honest, like the first time I traveled with them to Peru, I kind of took a look at the group and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be with a bunch of fuddy-duddies. But I'll say this about that. Our first night in the when we did like a 2.5 kilometer hike to our Amazon lodge, we collectively drank them out of their stock of alcohol. they're pretty much like, well, unless you guys like beers, you're gonna have to wait for a next shipment of like pretty much everything else. And I'm like, okay, yeah, these folks are all right. But I definitely got a few side eyes with some of my jokes as we went to the Vatican. They referred to our our admission tickets as our tickets to Popey's house party. It was mostly like it was all the pisco sours. Pisco sours, and when those were done, we went to rum, we went to the vodka. We put a dent in everything. They're considered an indulgence. I should have. Oh, okay, so we ended up at the right place. Oh yeah, it's like right in the entryway. I had mentioned I'm kind of rehashing. Am I getting out of purgatory sooner because I saw Popey's Poopy Palace? Right? Am I on the VIP list now? Or I'm like, all right. If we do the meet and greet, do I have to buy the book too for him to sign it? Sorry, I can be a shit ass sometimes. Yeah, it's just clipping through my head. Like, do I have to buy an 8x10? Do I have to buy the book? Is it a combo pricing? Hey! Thank you for the 8 months. Happy late birthday. Thank you. I was serenaded by an accordion player and an opera singer on a gondola. So, for the longest time, I thought it would be hard to top my Iceland trip. I celebrated that birthday in a hot tub, outside, mind you, while the Northern Lights came overhead. Local wrestling drama? Oh, yeah. Oh, sweet. Let's go. Nomadic Graybear is gonna hit me with the happy birthday, Mr. President chat. Happy birthday, Mr. President. You don't wear the dress too, and like have like a sudden airflow, like blow the dress up a little bit. Also, Thin Mints Frosty. Holy shit! As I just say, like, chat, I need to be better because I ate all this food and I took a look in the mirror and I'm like, yeah, I look like I ate a lot of food. No clothes this time. Hey, all right, 2 birthday suits. Let's go. Buffalo! Yeah, I came back to like some of the like local wrestling drama, and I'm like, all right. My deal on all that is like, it's the same thing in every state. So like once you get out and travel, you kind of realize that, and you're like, it's whatever. It's not that deep. Yeah. And again, like, not having as much time to be like clocked into like any group chats, Twitter, etc. I'm like, yep, I don't get any of the context, any of the subtweets, etc. Kind of have a vague idea like what's going on, and again.
Well, we don't often receive visitors. I am Emir. Welcome to Manus Meta. It is a pleasure to have you. In lands so forsaken as these, chance encounters are precious indeed. Seeing that we
Speaking of Retro Island, I told them to like start stalking the Doctor Monster.
with a modest offering.
I will probably buy their stock. Ooh, a whole laden necklace.
The map. It is said that one's fate. I only wish to help, though I'm not mistaken. You are a I've given you a map. Oh, I look for power.
Oh, okay. So he's got sorceries. That's cool.
We studied this. Are you long ago? We too. Is that not? And yet. Oh yes. Do mind your feet.
The one thing I loved about traveling was just how universal Dale Cooper's thumbs up was. Brought me so much joy whenever I'd give the thumbs up. No underground tomb ahead. Oh, okay, that thing means no combat either. Alright, where is a Cerulean Coast?
It's not always about the
Ooh.
It's about the
Adra. Hey, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Grem. Hope you've been well. Hope you've been keeping all these folks in line while I was gone. Keeping all the hogs cranked and what have you. Alright, where is this Cerulean Coast? Okay, so we gotta start at the castle front, I think? Question mark? Thanks for cranking. Oh, you got a rare one. You got the croissant shark. Let's go. Oh, you're running low on WD-40. Alright, well, I was going through my list of things that I need to get for folks now that, I'm back and I'm settled in. I will add that to the Amazon order. Can't have anyone dry cranking, Alright, I think I need to examine this a little more. Like, why does my map look different? Oh, I cut some muscles. I had so many of those. Oh, okay. It literally just says castle front. Okay. Make your way along a trail that eventually leads to a riverbed. You know, we're just up dootin' and pootin' today. Oh, I missed that too. That's good news. I gotta figure out before Friday if I want to transfer my save stuff from my PS4 onto my PS5. And if that's a go, then for my portion of the Bloodborne raid train, we're gonna just jump into the old Hunter DLC. So I got through the base game way before I was even a streamer. And then I'm like, alright, by the time I like actually venture into this, or back into this, I'm gonna forget everything I know about this game, and it's gonna be just awful. But I feel like I've managed to figure these games out to a competent degree now, so I'm like, okay, I feel okay revisiting. It'll probably be just a stream dedicated to me, like, trying to tackle one boss, but, you know. I told my bro I wanted to buy a PS3, and he's like, you could hack those really... Yeah. Seeing some of the gimmicks they have now, where you can swap out the hard drive with, I forget what it is, like... So, some sort of hard drive that either allows you to play like PS3 games or just like all the other sorts of games. I think this is the path. I don't know, I'm falling down a lot of stuff, and only that one seemed to do anything. I'll eventually have to dust off the PS3, because I'm leaning towards, since I want to do some longer streams, making my way through the Metal Gear Solid series. So I got the collection that just came out. I've never played through 4. I did like the prologue for 5, but didn't do much of 5. Speaking of hard drives, we've always had DirecTV whenever we moved, so we've got like 8 receivers. Found out they all have 1 terabyte hard drives. I took them out, and now I use them as backup. Oh, that... Hell yeah. Set up your own, like, server rack. Or, like, one of those racks with, like, all your drives. Yeah, that would be cool. I was a little rusty with... you know, like doing computer stuff. But I felt pretty good when I managed to add in an additional hard drive. So that's a thing. What? Colonel? You're here? Really?
Did someone say Merdell Garr greater than? Psycho Mantis is running amok. We need you.
Really? What's he doing? Is he reading your browser history again, Colonel? Because we might have to talk off stream about that. So some of the stuff you're looking at, it's not good. We can't let Psycho Mantis know your browser history. You were Psycho Mantis knows too much. Yeah, he found out all the he found out all the secret herbs and spices for KFC. And who put the bomb in the bomb shibomp. Can't have those secrets getting out. Colonel's up looking at hot pictures of ankles, I'm trying to keep it on the down low. Oh yeah, MSG Colonel. Yeah. Colonel's more flavorful relative. Yeah, he just got that out, a little extra zip to him. I know, yeah. Remember an MSG? I forget who it was. Was it Greg Giraldo or Lewis Black, or one of the comedians had a bit about like eggs, and I was like every decade the doctors consensus on eggs change. When racist against spice? Wait, is that what I'm coming back to from after being gone? Executive order for like no spice, only salt. Holy shit! What manner of beast are you? Ew! So I got a story about only boiling. Like, I've got a couple uncles. Like, that's the only way they would prepare hamburgers. Goddamn boiling it. Yeah, boiled chicken, boiled hamburger. And I'm pretty sure it took until like I was like, until I was like just out of high school, where like I realized there was like degrees of doneness to food. It was my first time having like a steak or a burger that wasn't, you could probably wear it. Have a couple of nice leather shoes on your feet. I was like, yeah, nice leathery taste. It has a nice crunch when you bite it. Like a particularly rigid breadstick. It was like one time when my dad came through, and I wanted to treat him to a steak dinner as kind of like, hey, like I'm successful now. Let me treat you for, for being there. I took him to the steak dinner. I'm like, all right, you're gonna order it the way I do, and if you ask for ketchup, you can go sit in the car. Yeah. If I can do construction with it, then it's good to go. If I could be on the factory floor with these shoes, then I'm all good. Oh yeah, no, that was like a normal thing when we had like steak night growing up. Or douse it in A1. I didn't think that was a boss, but he gave me a goodie, so. Yeah, no, like, don't get me wrong, A1 is great on, like, fries, like your potatoes. Things like that. But not when it's like, oh, okay, I see you've got a little bit of steak with your A1. Because they were rubbery. They're good in a pinch if you need to defend yourself. Why do you do that? Like, I think, like, you know, the steak could... With enough prep, the steak should be able to stand on its own. Okay, I will concede, like, if you got a little bit on the side for dipping with that, like, that is pretty fire. Yeah, medium rare. The T-bone steak I had, I've got it on my blue sky and stuff. It was a giant, the Florentine style. I forget like what that means for preparation or any seasoning, but like they had in all caps like they only serve it rare, and it was like with a big pinch of salt on the side. Ooh, yeah, okay. You guys might have turned me around to being like, all right, little sauce on the steak is okay. I think I've only done blue rare once, where you know I trusted the place. You know, where it's like, all right, just you know, warm up the room a little bit, run the cow through it. Travel A1? Well, I bet! I mean, at that point, like, that would... I could see the chef getting salty about it. Even though, like, he probably had, like, a béarnaise or some sort of aioli. Yeah, chef was watching too much like Gordon Ramsay or Emerald. It's like, here's your water. Here's your water, you caveman. They ask if you're gonna go discover fire after your meal. Yeah, no, like I've been to like a couple of those like where like the steak menu almost reads like a wine list. Well, it's like even then if they're salty about like you not liking their sauces, I've been kind of I'm like The steak should be able to just stand on its own. Sauce is a cherry on top. Yeah, like all that, like when I was in Thailand, I splurged for like one of the A5 Wagyu steaks. So I'm like, okay, like conversion rate, it's about $90 here versus like US with all the shipping and nonsense. It's gonna be quite a bit more. You know, live it up. Like that one, like it was so good. Like melt in your mouth. Like I didn't need any sauce for it. Oh, son of a bitch. It's comparable to the mouthfeel of if you had like fatty tuna for sushi. Like just that like nice like buttery like kind of melt in your mouth. Oh, cool. We got Blood Church. Don't mind me interrupting. You know, keep carrying on. These are like the twins from Nothing But Trouble. Holy shit. I'm Bobo, and this is Little Devil. We aren't allowed in the house. I'm sure they have like Wagyu, like wontons or something. All right, yeah. Now they're all kind of angry. It's like I'm just playing Trombone Hero terribly. Yeah, that sounds like a fire marinade. Yeah, I'm just dooting. Okay, I don't know what the blood thing does, but that's probably not good either. Oh, it's fire. Okay, gotcha. Hell yeah, very cool. Okay, that could have gone poorly just because. Was this a Shrine of Moog? Upper Edge? Seek. No. Yeah, I had a feeling that was how that one was gonna go. Didn't have any healing. Hey, Mimic Tier, are you gonna do anything? Be cool if you did. Like no pressure. Do you do the KFC gravy like a shot? Yeah, probably because it's just like an influx of like Twitter folks that are like, oh yeah, it's gonna be just like over there. Hey, it's okay, buddy, no pressure. Well, that was quite the excellent adventure. Yeah, I've done that with A1 as well. I'm surprised I had enough for a level. Yeah, that's on the list. And yeah, I guess I'm not much of a hockey fan, so I wouldn't know. Yeah. Yeah, that's the other thing too. So I noticed like that was why like a lot of like wrestling Twitter tried to have like an exodus over and then quickly ended up going back. It's like some of the large accounts like they had like built-in interaction. Everyone else is just kind of like, I don't get it. Two-headed turtle. Yeah, that's fair. All right. Did I already... Oh, right, okay. So I'm looking for number 5. Because of the logo. I wasn't sure if, like, they were, like... I wasn't really sure on the stance with them. Like, if they've got, like, connections to any of the local nations. So I've been like, well, as long as we aren't doing, like, all that tomahawk chop shit and, like, things like that, I'm just kind of like, eh. Pick my battles. Fighting Sue. I do not. Because from, being around, like, South Dakota and North Dakota, that's a good example of bringing out all the fucking racist white people. Dude, like, going to any border town in and around, like Fargo, Grand Forks, whatever. Some of the wrestling companies I had, like, there's this dude who'd do, like, his, he was native, but, like, his gimmick was almost like his gear and stuff made him look like he just bought, like, a Spirit Halloween, like, Indian costume. And he would come out and do, like, the war whoops and stuff like that, and we kept trying to explain to him, like, dude, they're not booing you because you're a heel. And these white people are, like, leaning into it because, like, they're all chanting shit like, go back to your res, you drunk. Yeah, like, the oofometer was, like, bad. Yeah. And he would be like, oh, I got booed, I thought I did a good job. And I'm like, no, like, I was hearing the chants. Did you hear them? And, he'd do the war whoop, so they thought it was okay to do that shit. He'd do, like, just, ugh. I'm not sure on that term, Elmira. So, at least from my what I know on, like, the Dakota side, I don't think so. Nothing gets white folks more riled up. Yeah, no shit. I mean, I will concede, like, it would be better, like, it feels like a lot of the sports names and mascots almost get set up for failure. Like, alright, you can have this name, or, well, you can have, the triangles. And then, like, everyone collectively is like, no, the triangles is a lame-ass name. And people try to shift the goalposts, like, well, it's gotta be the Fighting Sioux or the triangles, take your pick. I was like, never had a tomahawk steak. When's the last one I had? It might have been like a couple years ago. Yeah, you have Chief Wahoo or the Bobcats. Like just the most, like, mid-name, mid-mascot. You gave him the stink eye, and yeah. And it's like, I don't know, like, I've got uncles that will, like, they still rock, like, the Cleveland, like, all the Cleveland stuff. And they're so disconnected from, like, Facebook and anything else, so I'm like, they're gonna just kind of, like, look at me and be like, oh, okay, cool, you've been to college, or, just kind of, like, whatever about it. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, for reference, Nomadic is an imposing figure. Yeah, it's starting to get riled up a little bit about the Fighting Sioux, but, as a lighter-skinned native, I kind of associate that with, chatting with people a little bit, and then, like, the first questions they lead with, if they find out I'm native, are like, so how much Indian money do you get? Or, just something on those lines. Like, younger me, like, back when I used to, like, just not want to rock the boat because, you know, I grew up, like, conflict adverse. I'd be like, well, you know, my tribe isn't doing so hot, so I get a little help with school, and that's it. Now I'm just like, yeah, go fuck yourselves. Why is Indian not... What the hell, Twitch? You won't give us a day, but your moderation tools can recognize Indian as allegedly like a bad word? Jake just shared a video of him drinking a shot called the... Oh, is that like one of those cement mixers? You have to explain why you're not... Yeah, that's also a thing like that. They think it's like default. Yeah, let it be known, chat, that Indian is... I imagine it's the I hate part, but I'm going with like... They won't give us Indigenous Peoples Day, but... You know, Indian's a bad word. You could drink Bailey's from a shoe. Yeah, because that's the other lead-in. I call someone out for being a racist piece of shit, and they're like, "Oh, sorry, we didn't know you're native. What percent are you?" And they try to walk it back, like, "Okay, yeah, you seem all right, but you know." Up in insert res, that could be real rough, you know. Went to a bar there at night, and it seemed a little dicey. Yeah, 1%. Like, you know, like I'm a fucking dog. Like I'm a fucking horse. Or no, they wouldn't even say what percent. It'd be like, how much Indian are you? Yeah, that was like by design to ensure like it was a lot of fucker. Yeah, measure. Yeah, get the skull measurer. Hey, welcome in, Snowhole. I'm fired up. I think of that Key and Peele skit. I think you know the one, Buddha. Yeah, and then like they try and parlay to basically like, oh yeah, we had no idea. You're you know, almost like they want to say like because I'm one of the good ones. Yeah, that was like designed basically, you know, to like try and breed us out of existence and fuck us over on a lot of land rights. It'd be a certain percentage. Yeah, you're so well spoken. Yeah, because we don't sound like those old westerns. We don't do the like, me think yeah, you know, not any of that bullshit. Or they think that like we've got like the most like basic of education. All this too is like also why like I was fired up a bit when we were playing Metaphor. It's like all the NPCs would make, you know, like like the NPC called my main character a half-breed or something like that. I'm like, oh fuck. Yeah, it's like as much as I do, you know, jokes and bits on here, like there is a purpose. I want to illustrate like we are some pretty funny ass people. You know, try and combat the stereotype of, you know, that we're all like stoic medicine people. We don't really have that kind of racism around here, mainly because this area is so displaced. Genocide, we just don't have that many around. Yeah, no, like we like South Dakota has like for a while would have like sundown towns. There was like you don't want to be native and here after dark. because of either local shitheads or just like police harassment. I forget how many times I'd get pulled over growing up just cruising around with my cousins. Me and a couple brown skinned kids in the car. Obviously, we gotta be up to something. Obviously, we have to be drinking or have some kind of drugs on us. Pulled over and like 3 fucking squad cars show up to search. Want to know how I met one of my best friends? Pretty messed up. Yeah, fire away. I hope this isn't triggering, but in high school, there's a girl who called me Buffalo Killer after she found out my ancestry. Still does this day. Anytime I go back, that's fucked up. Definitely some native populations around here, but there's not that many. It's like my hometown, which coming back to like Nixie Pixie, like I'm not enrolled in my hometown or my mom's tribe. I'm enrolled in my dad's tribe just because of like tribal politics fuckery. Hey, welcome in, Holy. I popped into a couple of Holy streams. They were playing like pretty much the same like Spotify playlist I've grown up with, and I was like, hell yeah. Where was my train of thought? Oh yeah, like but like growing up, so like my my town has like the public school, and we also have the Indian school, which is not the same. It's not one-to-one as like a boarding or a residential school, because all of the staff are native. I mean, I don't know the history. I think at one point maybe it was, and then now it changed back to being more heavily focused on cultural learning, things like that. But anyways, the yearly basketball game where the public school played the Indian school, you could cut that tension with a knife. Anytime like the ref made a call towards one team or the other, like the tension and then like the inevitable fights afterwards were like, oof. Yeah, you should definitely go with that option. I'm gonna make myself a snack of cucumber, lime, and cayenne. Yeah. His first week at college as a freshman, Saudi Arabian guy comes up to me, introduces himself, so we hang out. I casually drop out. I just came from my res, and he went so, oh, so you're a redskin? Jesus. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, it's fucked up, but like, it's good that you told him, like, hey, like, this is why we don't say that. So that's like right up there, like, like some words, like some words that are like instant, like, yeah, you're scrapping. My birthday is on the 9th, Holy. But I just got back a couple days ago from a trip to Italy, so it's a bit belated. But I was also like, I'm not gonna rely on like hotel Wi-Fi or anything for stream. Oh, yours is on the 3rd. Let's go. Happy belated birthday to you too. Yeah, it's like that's the thing too. Like I have the patience to like try and correct and educate people, but you can kind of tell when it comes from a place of like ignorance or they just didn't know any better versus they're actually being malicious, if that makes sense. We're doing some eldenring and actually having some pretty deep combos today. Got me a little fired up, which it happens from time to time. Thanks for the hog picks. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, exactly, Nixie. Like, and yeah, it's almost like when you break out the like. So is you one of them engines? I'm like, oh, all right, fuck, here we go. Oh, gulp. I'm gonna need to get me the hell out of this situation, or some scrapping's gonna go down. I figured Snowhole would appreciate all the hog and all the fine dining. Yeah, I you know, like, yeah, I definitely want the cameras up here because I put away some epic meals. I didn't really take a picture of my breakfast spread because it was kind of about the same every day. Some good cheeses, different Italian cold cuts. Oh, one thing I thought it was a fucking bit, and I felt a little bad for laughing at it, but it's like, come on, really? We went to a grocery store because we were just tapped out from walking that whole day. And we were looking for various munchies because we just wanted to have an evening at the hotel. It was fancy bologna, Gray Bear. It was mortadella. It's fancy bologna. Not me looking if I could run it into the crisper though, for where you can heat up your bread. Be like, I'm gonna really show these guys how to fry up some bologna. But I noticed, like, you know those Gerber baby food jars? They had one for prosciutto. Just baby food jar of prosciutto. I'm like, all right, this is peak Italy. Oh no, you've got a cold? See, like, I even had travelers with me that, like, especially on the way back, that was a girl, so I'm like, all right. But I managed to, like, I managed to not get sick. Knock on particle board. Right, like, like, how that be, you know, mushy, like, peas or carrots or whatever, not goddamn prosciutto. I thought that was like a, you know, like one of those memes you'd see on Reddit. Oh shit! Was it all the? Was it? I'm sorry to hear that, Snowhole. Was it basically, yeah, state of everything? So I thought about that the other day, like okay, you know, depending on how my tax refund goes, I should maybe either look into hitting up my old company for some contract work, or finding like a chilled part-time job. And then I'm like, wait a minute, my old company is basically like e-commerce or like B2B business, and I'm like, I'm betting they're really feeling the pinch because they're a small company and we got all the tariff fuckery. I'm more standing up what I believe in. Okay, I mean, if that's more like an offline conversation, I'd be happy to hear it. But like, good for you. I'm like, I haven't checked in on them, so I'm wondering if they had to like downsize or if any of that fuckery has affected them. Did you just come in here with a Foo Fighters reference? Yeah, we're coming into an ad break in a little bit, but yeah, like, I kind of recap some of my like greatest hits for food I ate. Had a whole lobster as one of their daily specials, and like the appetizers with fried anchovies. Oh, okay, hell yeah. I had like 2 or 3 different types of pizza because like the pizzas in Rome versus Sorrento were different. Rome was more More like a thin crust here. Sorrento is more like you hold the pizza up and all the toppings would slide off. They're very like topping heavy. The giant T-bone steak I had was great. I'm not joking when I say like the hoagie I had from the one place. Like I'm still dreaming about it. I'm trying to map out if I can get to that place. They've got an LA location, and they for sure have a Vegas location. So I'm like,